Hi everyone, Phil from Tech for Techs here. Do you find your current headset is a little bit, well, flat and people are struggling to hear you at the other end and you want a little bit more style to it? Well, this may be the headset for you. It's a Sandberg Dominator. It's got a retail price of under 24 UK pounds and we do have links in the description just below. Before we go on to the main video, if you would do us a favour, click that like button, subscribe, click the bell as well. And that way you'll get notifications of new videos and live streams we do. Again, doing all these things helps support the channel, and helping to support the channel allows us to release more videos, better quality videos, and more content exclusively just for you. Okay, let's have a look at the box. So it says Sandberg esports equipment. That's basically Sandberg's gaming brand. It is the esports equipment. It's got a 5-year warranty, which I think every Sandberg product, or at least everyone we've reviewed anyway, comes with that standard 5-year warranty, which I must admit is pretty good. It shows they've got confidence in their products. It's called the Dominator headset. You've got a picture of the device there. You've got sort of a plastic window see-through where you can see it inside. Probably not the clearest on the camera, but it gives you a rough idea. It says it's got impressive sound quality, optimized wearing comfort, mini jack audio connection, USB connection to power the LEDs, and it says LED lighting on there as well. The LED lighting on this is what we class as rotating RGB, or at least that's what I call it. It's obviously got every colour under the sun, from blue, white, green, yellow, red and so forth, but you can't control the lights. So it rotates between all those different colours. So 1 second it's green, the next it goes to blue, then yellow, red, white, or whatever. Probably not in that specific order, but it just rotates. There's no way of turning that on and off unless you unplug the USB cable. As it shows here, you can plug it into a standard PC, also smart devices and consoles. It also says it's gaming optimized, and it's got double quality check. Otherwise, not much else on the box to see. There's a hangy hook on the top, and then you've got lots of different languages on the back, as well as contents, specifications and stuff like that. Specifications are basically 2.1 meter cable. You've got one USB power cable for the LED lights, and then you've got two 3.5mm jacks. That's obviously for connecting up to a PC or something like that. And then you've also got the converter, which converts it so it can plug into a smartphone, tablet, or something like a PS4 controller. LED coloured ear cups. So again, as we mentioned, it sort of rotates. The driver unit in the headset itself is a 50mm. Frequency is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. It does have a microphone sensitivity on there of -38 decibels to +3 decibels, but that gives you a rough idea. Okay, so inside the box, believe it or not, we've got a headset, we've got a splitter, and we've got a enter to win little card with a QR code on, so you can basically, well, chance of winning a competition basically. So we're not too bothered about that. Chance of winning a competition slim. Right. Next thing is the splitter or combiner cable, depending on how you want to look at it. Basics is, if your device, what you're plugging this into, only has a single jack, like a smartphone, tablet, or some laptops, they only have one jack port instead of a headphone and microphone port. So what you have to do is plug the green cable from your headset into the green one, believe it or not, and the red into the red one. And that combines the headphone and microphone socket into one cable, which will work on your newer devices. Again, if you're using a PC or another device like a laptop, which takes a headphone and a microphone jack, then you can use both. The USB cable is for the light and effects only, just to give you a rough idea. Let me just plug that in. If it wants to go in the socket, there we go, and that basically makes the side light up, as well as a little microphone end there. Now that is for power only. That won't make sound work or anything like that. For the sound, you have to plug in the microphone and the headphone socket into obviously your PC, laptop, smart device, or using the combiner and then into the device. The USB cable alone is just for the lighting, so if you don't want the lighting, just leave the USB unplugged. But if you just plug the USB in, you're just going to get lighting and the headset will not physically work. The cable itself, it's rubberized. It's 2.1 meters long from where the cable split there to the actual headset there. So that's 2.1 meters long, and then you've got roughly another 10 centimeters there with the cables what split off. So that's 2.2 meters altogether, including the extra cables on the end. And then if you put the combiner on, that's roughly another 10 centimeters as well. So that takes you up to 2.3 meters, obviously depending on what cables you're using. So anywhere from 2.1 to 2.3 meters gives you a rough idea, which is pretty good, to be honest, because a lot of these headsets come with like a 1.5 meter cable. I've even seen as low as 1.2 meter. And then when you're trying to plug it into a back or a PC, it can be a little bit of a pain. But otherwise, there is no inline controller or anything like that, so you can't adjust any of the sound from the cable here. Like some, you get a little switch here, you can turn the volume up and down. To turn the volume up and down, you have to do that directly on the headset here. There is no option on here for turning the mic on or off, and the mic is not detachable. The mic is, though, able to be rotated and moved to whatever direction you want, and it does seem to stay in that position. A lot of microphones will have this bendy effect, sort of slowly move back into the position they were originally in, but this does seem to stay pretty much in the position you ask it to stay in, which is good. The ear cups are nice and big. You got a 50mm driver inside these. That's basically the bit what emits the sound, which is a pretty good size. And they're nice and soft, so it's like obviously sort of a fake leather effect there. And it's big enough to fit on people who have got big heads, just like mine. You've got this metal band going all the way from each ear cup all the way across. There is no bits where it screws together halfway up or anything like that, where a lot of headsets generally break, so that's good. And then you've got this, again, sort of a fake leather, which goes over the top of your head to hold it into position to stop it sliding about. There's nothing you need to adjust or anything. It's basically one size fits all, and you just put it on your head and it adjusts automatically depending on how big your head is. But it's a shame though there is no microphone switch on there to turn it on and off. There's nothing worse than when you're playing a game or something like that and you're on a game where the microphone is always open, so you don't have to press a button to talk or anything like that, because if someone comes in the room and starts talking to you, people at the other end of the game or whatever you're on, so a Zoom call or whatever, are going to hear the whole conversation. Okay, I'm using the microphone built into the Dominator headset so you can hear what it sounds like. I've got the microphone volume set at 80% within Windows. You can't adjust it directly on the headset, unfortunately. But as you can hear, it sounds pretty quiet for what it is, and it doesn't seem too bad. The little red light on the end, I'm not seeing much of that on a reflection on the screen or anything unless I get really close to the screen, so it doesn't seem to be too annoying. The headset itself feels fairly comfortable. It does feel a little bit of pressure towards the bottom of my ears where obviously the band sort of pushes it into your head because you can't adjust the ear cups. But saying that, it's fairly comfortable. It's far from the best, but far from the worst as I've used in the past. Now, the sound quality, or at least what you're listening to, sounds pretty good. It's very accurate. You can hear everything. No problems there. The only issue I do have with it is there is bass on everything, which sounds all right when you're in a game. You've got booms and bangs everywhere. It might even make you jump a little bit because it's that loud. But the problem is with that is because it's based on everything, That means if someone's talking to you in the game, or even you're just using it for a voice call or something along that lines, you will find that their voice will have a bass behind it. If someone's got a really high-pitched voice, not so bad, but if someone's got an average or even a very low voice, then you're going to hear a lot of bass, and it might be uncomfortable to listen to for quite a while. So overall, if you like a lot of bass, then yeah, this is probably the headset for you. But just bear in mind what I said about vocals. Vocals can be very bassy. Same with music, even soft music can have a little bit of bass behind it. But if you like lots of bass, hey, it's got the bass, let's put it that way. So no problem there. Personally, I would use this more for something like a first-person shooter, or possibly something online where you didn't have to talk to other people, or should I say, where you don't have to hear other people talking, because it could get quite uncomfortable listening to a lot of speech. Don't get me wrong, the microphone quality sounds pretty good for what it is. It's a shame that there's no way of altering the bass at all directly through the headset, and there's no software you can download to alter it either. So you've got to rely through the software, what comes with your motherboard or your sound card, to adjust any sound settings like the bass and so forth. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. It's really appreciated you made it all the way to the end. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and even click that bell so you get notifications of new videos and live streams. It does help support the channel, and supporting the channel basically means that we can release more content for you, and also better quality content going forward. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.